The Bus joins us on Delmarva Life today, and Ravens fans, he has something to say about your rival Steelers, but that's not the only reason he joins us this afternoon. We talk about a life-threatening condition Jerome Bettis has and a message you need to hear before you travel this Labor Day weekend.
School bells are ringing across Delmarva. The kids are in their new clothes, carrying their favorite backpack. You're packing their lunch. Some things you need to consider before you put certain snacks in their bags. Plus, we answer your questions when it comes to avoiding allergies.
Our wounded warriors have already given so much, so it should come without saying that we should give back to them. Coming up, we learn a way you can show your thanks and have fun.
Okay, so you want to paint your front door. You got the color in mind. But your homeowners association says no. On the other hand, you've got a neighbor who just won't cut their grass. That same homeowners association makes it happen. Coming up, we're going to learn some of your legal rights and what you need to know before you buy or sell your home in an associated community.
And most of us are always looking for a way to flatten our tummies without having to spend hours in the gym. We learn 3 simple steps to get rid of that belly bloat.
And move over spinach. There's a new green leafy vegetable packing a more powerful punch. We're going to head into the kitchen and try a new recipe that includes this brand new superfood. And we're going to give you a few others too.
In just a matter of weeks, the canal front here in Lewis will be full of dragons. What's that all about? I'll explain coming up. Delmarva Life starts right now.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Lisa Bryant.
I'm Jimmy Hopple. Welcome to Delmarva Live from historic Studio D.
And it is a very special day for our nation.
It is. It really, really is. Did you happen to hear about 3 o'clock this afternoon, the bells ringing from all over the place? That would be because about 3 o'clock this afternoon, 50 years ago, Martin Luther King Jr.'s I Have a Dream speech was delivered. So there were bells all over the country.
We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal.
50 years ago this afternoon.
And that was exactly what happened.
And you know, I saw on CBS News the other night that the person who has the original typed speech that he was reading from, he actually did not plan on doing the I Have a Dream. He just kind of put that in there and ad-libbed it.
Really?
And that's the most...
One of the most powerful parts of the entire...
Yeah, isn't that amazing?
How about that?
Well, you may remember last week we spoke with Suzanne Thurman. She's the executive director of the Murr
Center. Yeah.
Murr Center,
right.
Yes. Talking about all these dolphins that are washing up, stranding themselves. Well, it turns out that scientists think they know what has caused it. Caused the death of many dolphins, bottlenose dolphins. It's caused by, and you're going to help me with this, cetacean
morbillivirus.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what they're thinking it is. Suzanne went on to say when we spoke with her recently, they don't have a vaccine for it. There's really nothing they can do with it as of yet. Is the event over? We don't know yet.
And apparently the virus is very similar to measles.
Yeah, right. It's not that we'll catch it.
No.
But once their immune system is down, they tend to catch other stuff that'll kill them too. So that's what's going on. How soon it's going to end?
Right. Hopefully it'll just run its course and be over with. Well, there's a unique to the area event happening this weekend.
Yes, it is. You know the workboat. It's called the Skipjack. Over a century, pulling up the oysters. And the Deal Island Chance Lions Club is celebrating that rich heritage of the Skipjack with the 54th annual Skipjack Race and Festival. Started in 1960 with 16 skipjacks and a race in the Tangier Sound. Since then, gospel concert, a dance on Sunday night, a car show parade, PHRF races, boat docking, silent auction, and lots of good food. All of that have been added. So that's going to be this Saturday through Monday in the Deal Island Harbor. Most of the events are free except for I think it's Sunday morning, and then there's a dance that's also a couple dollars.
Yeah.
If you want to know more, 410-784-2785.
And staying on the water, get ready to row. The first annual Dragon Boat Festival is scheduled to take place in just a couple weeks up in Lewis.
Yeah, it's an event that is going to be a sight both for those out on the water as well as those on land. Brian is at Canal Front Park in Lewis this afternoon, and he's got more on that event. Brian?
Well, Jimmy and Lisa, people may be wondering what exactly is a dragon boat, but don't worry, we're going to explain it. And here to help me do just that is Dr. Krista Griffin, who is event chair for the festival. So the first thing, as I just said, explain what exactly a dragon boat is.
Well, a dragon boat resembles a large canoe. It's 46 feet long, and there are 10 seats where 20 paddlers will sit side by side. and they'll paddle on one side of the boat, and their stroke cadence is determined by a drummer who sits in the bow of the boat and bangs a drum. And for this event, we're going to have a professional steersman in the stern who will control the boat with a sweep oar. So it's dynamic, it's exciting.
It's a sight to see, exactly. Yeah. Now, this is the first annual festival that you're going to hold. What made you want to do something like this? Because it is rather unique.
Well, you know, they do these festivals all over the country. And dragon boating is the second largest sport in the world. And we just thought it was the perfect opportunity to do a community event that any age could participate in, and it can tie together the maritime heritage of Lewis.
And you've actually done these types of races before up in Philadelphia, so you have experience. How are the races exactly going to work during the festival on September 15th?
Well, we're going to have heats of 3, and they will paddle for 350 meters. And what will happen is the teams are winning. They will advance to further and further rounds until eventually we'll get to an overall winner.
And what happens for the winner at the end?
Well, they'll get a trophy, they'll get medals, and bragging rights.
Bragging rights are very important in any sport. And how can people take part in this still?
Well, there's a few ways. If you have 20 friends and you want to get a boat together, we can still accommodate more boats. You can be an individual paddler. We have some teams that are looking for paddlers still to complete their boats. And if you don't want to paddle, but you want to be part of it, you can volunteer. We need volunteers. And of course, you can always donate and come out and be a spectator.
Obviously, and watch it, because it is going to be impressive here on the canal front. And speaking of donating, all the money raised from this event, where is it going to go?
It's going to the Sussex Academy. It's to build the first charter 6th through 12th grade school in Sussex County.
So the money is certainly going to go to a good cause. All right, Krista, thank you so much. And with that said, we'll go over all the event details so everybody can mark their calendar for the Lewis Dragon Boat Festival. Here they are, the details. It is Sunday, September 15th at 11 in the morning, and we'll be starting right here at the Canal Front Park in Lewis. And of course, for more information and further details of the event, all you have to do is go to our website, delmarvalife.com, and click on the show tab. So Jimmy and Lisa, it's certainly going to be a sight to see along the canal front in Lewis. And with that said, we'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
Incredible. Absolutely incredible and gorgeous.
Yeah, looks like a lot of fun.
But speaking of gorgeous,
yeah,
I got to share this with you.
Okay.
I saw this. I absolutely love this. Let me set up the whole thing here. Mom has come on to a contest. It's You Think You Can Dance? Is that what it is?
So You Think
You Can Dance. For an audition to try to get into the contest, go to Vegas. And guess who steals the show but her 2-year-old daughter? Watch this.
You see her pointing her toe there? She's going to be a dancer, isn't she?
I know. Do you hear what she's saying? My turn, my turn, my turn.
Well, we look forward to seeing you in Vegas, and I think it is her turn. If you want to put it down, we'll put some.
Absolutely.
We put some nice ballet music. Cue music.
Oh, she is adorable. She definitely her turn.
And look at her dance.
Oh, my goodness.
You've got to watch this. She is absolutely incredible. This actually goes on for more than a minute or so.
Really?
And her dance moves are just better and better.
She's obviously trained. I mean, has watched Mom.
The viewers responded. This was so wonderful that the judges actually stopped what they were doing and focused on her.
Wow.
And let her dance.
Wow.
It is wonderful. If you get the opportunity to look that video up, it is absolutely spectacular.
Yeah, I'd like to see that over and over. Well, still ahead on Delmarva Life, there's some Sussex County woods that are quiet right now, but soon this land will be a battleground for first responders from around the country. We'll tell you why one man is bringing them all together and how it's going to help those who have fought on battlefields overseas.
A little later on, the battle of your bulge is one that most of us are fighting these days. You just want to get a flat tummy, right? Well, we've got 3 simple steps that just might do you the trick.
But first, severe allergies send thousands of people to the emergency room each year. Anaphylaxis can even lead to death. We find out how to keep your children safe once they head back to school. Plus, former pro football player Jerome the Bus Bettis talks with us about his struggle with food allergies. Delmarva Life will be right back.
Delmarva Life is brought to you by Sussex County Federal Credit Union, guiding you to your financial future. Peninsula Regional Medical Center, honored to serve the entire Delmarva Peninsula since 1897. Your local York and LG dealers, and State Farm Insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.